If you have a piece of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation, you get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let me respond to Uncle Brother before we get to the next video. So just look at the Biden crime family and all of the corruption, money laundering and self-enrichment they've gotten away with. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And when you look at Biden, and this is why when I say like the excuses that people make for Biden, when you look at this pardon that Biden just gave his son, he didn't pardon him of just the things that Hunter Biden already pled guilty to. He gave him a blanket pardon that goes back 11 years, 2014. 2014 to 2024, or until, I guess, when Joe Biden leaves office in the beginning of 2025, whatever that is. That's what he gave him, a blanket pardon. And you're sitting here wondering, like, damn, you're giving a pardon for something that like Hunter wasn't even convicted of anything those years. What are you nervous about? What are you scared of? Are you involved in something? What are you trying to cover up? What are you trying to get ahead of? Those are the questions that come to mind for me. Those are the questions. So when we talk about and hear all the time, and we're going to hear a nice little clip about the Democrats and how they regard the law, maybe we should actually play that right now, that nobody is above the law. So it's like when you stand on that moral high ground, we keep hearing this word, moral, these words, moral high ground. And it's because the Democrats, they stand on nobody's above the law, nobody's above the law. But then you see what Joe Biden's doing. And it's like, damn, first and foremost, you lied about it for so long. If you just would have said, I'm pardoning my son, probably most people wouldn't have had an issue about it. But the fact that you lied about it, and that was one of the main things that you were using to run against Trump, saying these people over here, they don't respect the law. Trump's just going to use it, the legal system, to elevate his family for his own selfish interests, to go against political opponents, all these different things that the Democrats are doing in plain sight in front of us. They're accusing Trump of doing certain things and doing the exact same things and doing it so arrogantly that it's almost like a lot of Democrats now just completely flip their mind. Like, we're going to see Whoopi, and she's like, I don't have a problem with it. What's the problem with it? He pardoned his son. So what? He didn't lie about it. People are saying that he didn't lie about it. Think about, that's the mindset of people. That's the mind control that we talk about. But take a look at this video. We'll kind of go a little bit out of order. But I think that we should take a look at this and get y'all thoughts. But yeah, what Biden's doing, in my opinion, he's making it very hard for a lot of people to stand on certain principles. And let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, because, and Uncle Brother wrote, I kind of feel sorry for Hunter. He's just the mule. He's taking the heat for all his father's BS. I don't know if he's taking the heat for his father's BS. I don't feel bad, though. I don't feel bad for him. And think about it, Uncle Brother. Like, here we are feeling bad about the most privileged, one of the most privileged people. You're growing up, your dad's a senator. Then your dad becomes the vice president for 8 years. And then now your dad's the president for 4 more years. Yes, you have an addiction, but I'm thinking about, in my mind, the people that I know that struggle with addiction, who don't have a get out of jail free card, who still have to go to work and figure their stuff out. I do not feel bad for Hunter. Maybe not right now. Now I'm open to maybe eventually, feeling bad for him or something like that. Maybe, but I can't feel bad for him. And that's the thing. Privileged people always privileged people do a great job at making people that do not benefit from the privileges that they have empathetic and sympathetic with their situations. It's like, why do I feel bad for Hunter? Hunter is a grown man. We will charge a 17 or 18-year-old for as an adult for committing a crime when their brain's not even fully developed. But now we'll give Hunter Biden every excuse in the book because he's an addict. And matter of fact, before we go to the video that I was gonna show you guys, let me tell you exactly why I don't feel bad for Hunter and why I don't feel bad for Joe Biden in this particular situation. Let me show you exactly why.
I don't care why if you have a piece of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1. We passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can take everything you own. Everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail. Away from my mother, your husband, our families. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street.
That's why I do not feel bad for them. It's very hard for me to feel bad for somebody that has no problem doing to somebody else's kids something that they claim they wouldn't want done for their own kids. And let me make this very clear. And please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but are we understanding that the reason why Joe Biden, or I'm assuming one of the reasons why he was saying that he's not going to interfere, he's going to respect the jury's decision, he's going to respect the investigation, is because his Department of Justice were the ones investigating Hunter. So it's not like this is Trump's Department of Justice investigating Hunter. This is his own Department of Justice. His administration's Department of Justice are investigating Hunter, and they found these things. So now for him to come out and say all these things, I'm just paraphrasing, oh, it's foul play, or this was an unfair thing. Hunter Biden was put in this position because of his last name being Biden. Bro, your Department of Justice is the one that went after him. Like your Department of Justice. So you're not even respecting the people that actually are in your administration in certain roles. And I think a lot of people are missing that. A lot of people are sitting around thinking like, oh, well, it was unfair for what happened to Hunter. So, okay, if we're going to say on one end that it's unfair what happened to Hunter with Joe Biden, his dad's Department of Justice, then how do we think unfair that system is to a guy like Trump, who's running against Joe Biden and his vice president? Like, I don't see how people can be so like empathetic and sympathetic on this end, but then and say like, oh, well, that's terrible. You know, he was wrongfully targeted by the Department of Justice and the justice system. It's like, yo, that's his dad's justice system. But then when it comes to Trump and the issues that he's facing, and him, and this is what a lot of people said. A lot of people said, well, you would have pardoned your son. Everybody would have pardoned their son. Okay, yeah. And I'm pretty sure everybody would have given Stormy Daniels some money to shut up and get out the way. Now, they may have messed it up when it comes to, I don't know what people would have done as far as how they would have put it on their taxes and stuff like that. But just the fact of saying that just because somebody else would have done it and using that to justify the decisions that you're making, that's always been a weak stance to me. That's always a weak stance when you have to say, oh, well, it goes back to the whole, man, I got to use this example. And I don't think it was like this, but it's the whole funny thing where when Kobe got caught and I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't even do it because I don't think it was how they tried to report it. But that's like you getting in trouble in school and then saying, but the other kid did it. And it's like, what? Like that didn't even fly in school. But look what a lot of Democrats are doing right now. They've gotten to the point where they have to violate the kindergarten, first grade, pre-K, second grade rules that are simple to kids, that you can't just get away with something just because the other kid did it. Just because the other kid did it doesn't make it right, Johnny. But what are a lot of Democrats now? Well, I mean, the other presidents pardoned people. Donald Trump pardoned people. Wait, but y'all said it was wrong when Donald Trump was doing it. So now you're using Donald Trump's actions to justify. I don't know. Come on. It's not making much sense. It's not carrying much weight, in my opinion. But that's the place that we're in. So let's move on to this next video. And speaking of the moral high ground that a lot of these Democrats stand on, I think y'all will enjoy this video.
Ew, it's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.